Today, I'm going to show you how to create eel eyes, extracted from various species of eels. The things we need to create our eel eyes is one glass bottle, and I have chosen this one from Hobby Lobby. I love that it has this clear stopper. We're going to be using mostly distilled water because we're using water beads, but we are going to use a tiny bit of alcohol just to keep the water sanitary. We're going to be using 3 different colors of water beads, but they don't have to be these colors. You could do just one color, or if you don't want to use water beads, you could use regular glass beads, plastic beads, you could use marbles, anything like that. But I'm going to be using white, orange, and black. And the black almost looks like a gray when it fully blows up, and the orange kind of looks more like an amber when it blows up. And the white is the same white beads we used for our acromantula eggs. We are going to use a wood spoon to adorn our bottle, and then we're going to use some iridescent gold mica powder, some black cording, some UV glue, and a spoon for mixing. And finally, we will need our labels printed on sticker paper, and the link for this is in the description down below. Let's get started. Would you like a chance to win a monthly potion bottle? Then consider supporting me over on Patreon. All of my patrons have a chance to win a monthly potion bottle. Patreon not your thing? No worries. You can become a member here on YouTube and get exclusive icons and emojis to use in the comment section. Link is in the description down below. The first thing we're going to do for our bottle is grow our water beads. If you've checked out my acromantula egg video, which I'll put a link up above, you'll know that I like to grow the water beads inside of the bottle when possible. You don't have to do it that way, but to conserve time while we're filming this, I went ahead and grew our water beads. And I just grew these in distilled water. For these, you could also use a clean tap water, like bottled water or something, because we are going to add the alcohol. It will keep it clean. All right, so for this, we're going to take off our stopper. For this, I did a mix of the white, orange, and black, but like I said, the orange almost looks more ambery orange, and the black is more like a dark gray. But I wanted to do some different eyeballs since our label says that they are extracted from various species of eels. So I'm going to dump some of these in here just because they're going to make it easier to get into our bottle. And then we're going to pour them in. Please be sure that if you are using the water beads like I am, that you are doing it in a safe manner. You don't want children or pets to ingest water beads, especially in their tiny form, because it'll essentially grow in their stomach or intestines or anything like that, and we don't want that. I think that looks pretty good. We don't want our potion completely full because you want to be able to see the eyeballs. And now that we have our eyeballs in our bottle, we're going to add some of our iridescent gold mica powder. Now, this is optional. You really don't have to add the mica powder if you don't want to, but I love the effect we get, and it also kind of helps define the eyeballs when they are in the potion. All right, so I added some alcohol to my little bottle here. And then I'm going to add some of my iridescent gold mica powder. And we don't need a whole lot because with the iridescence, a little goes a long way. Okay, I think that's good. And we are going to add that to our eyes. And I do think I want to add just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit more. Not much. I think that's good. Because when we mix it up, we just want to see it kind of swirl. I love the gold glisten we get from the iridescent mica powder. And then when it settles, it'll kind of help show the eyes a little bit easier. All right, so at this point, I'm going to dry the neck of my bottle to make sure that my stopper is going to be able to go in really easily. Perfect. So at this point, I'm going to take my UV glue and I'm going to go around this whole seam here, and then I'm going to cure it. All right, we are all sealed with our UV glue. So now we can start to embellish our bottle. So we're going to add our labels, and we have our main and label that says Eel Eyes, extracted from various species of eels, used in potions that require a boost in perception and clarity or energy transmission. We've got our little eels up here, so we're going to add this to our bottle. And I already went around the outside edge with our matching marker, which in this case is just black. All right, so for this one, I'm going to put it almost at the bottom. All right, and I think that looks pretty good. We're going to rub that in. And then I also created for this one, because of the glass stopper that I love at the top, I made one of the round tabs with the long edge, so then that way we'll be able to place it up here and then run this down the side. And so it acts like one of those labels that shows that the seal hasn't been broken. So we'll take the backing paper off of this one. All right, and we are going to place this on the top. And I'm going to try to center it. And I want to make sure that it's the same direction as our bottom label here. Okay, and I think that looks pretty good, so I'm going to rub the top down good. And then I'm going to take our side here and press down and rub it around the curve to make sure that we get a good seal. And now it says there are fresh eel eyes in here. And then we have our little label with seal protector. And now we're going to wrap it with our cording. All right, so we are going to wrap this one just like we have hundreds of other bottles before. And we're going to bring it up to about here. So it'll go over the actual seal and part of that seal protector label, but it's not going all the way up to the top. And if you're not sure how to wrap my bottles, I'll put a link up above to my tips and tricks video where I go over how to do the wrappings on my bottle and why I do what I do with potions. All right, and as you can see, it shows our fresh eel eyes, but just kind of covers up the seam and part of the neck there. Now this next part is optional, but I think it would be really cool to add a spoon to this. And I forgot to show, but I did test. This does go right into the bottle. So not that we're using this for real purposes, but it does go in case you wanted to. But I want to add the spoon here to the side of our bottle so that it's kind of like an accessory to the actual bottle. To do that, I'm going to take some of our cording and we're going to turn the bottle to the side here. And I'm actually going to take a couple of the strands here. And this is just one of those weeding tools. We've used them all quite a bit in other videos, but I use them with my Cricut as well. These are actually the Dollar Tree ones. They work great. But we're going to segment out a couple strands here. And then I'm going to take my cording and shove it in our little space we just created with our weeding tool. All right. And once we get that through, I'm actually going to tie a knot here. You could also do this with a jump ring and a larger ring, like I did with our jar of leeches. So I'll put a tag to that up above and I'll card at the end for that video in case you're not familiar. And then I just want to make sure that this is tight enough for the spoon to sit there, but not so tight that it can't move. Because I want the spoon to be able to be pulled in and out if you want. So we are going to weave our cording around itself once we've made that little hole for the spoon. I'm basically just doing this because I think it adds a little element to it. You don't have to do this, but it also kind of hides our knot as well. And I'm sure my dad and my sister, who are super big knot freaks, are probably like, there's a much better way to do this. I don't care. And then I'm just going to knot this off. And again, this is really close to the edge, so that way it'll kind of be hidden. And then I'm going to trim my ends. Now, if this is something that you're going to take to like a Ren fair or something, and you're going to be pulling the spoon in and out of this all the time, I would say take some of our UV glue or even some hot glue and just hit those knots with it, so then that way they can't come undone. But that leaves us with this little loop here. And now our spoon is able to just hang right there on the side of our bottle. It just adds an interesting effect and a sort of accessory to the actual bottle. And I just wanted to show you on my test bottle. This isn't completely settled. I shook it up not that long ago. But when it settles, you'll see that the mica just kind of sits on top of some of those eyeballs in there and gives them some added definition. But when it's shaken up, we get those beautiful gold shimmers with those eyeballs. And once we have our spoon attached, there we have it, our eel eyes. And I love how they move around in there. This will be a great addition to our potion and prop collection making along the way. So if you like this video, give me the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we will catch you guys later. Thanks so much.